But first, how some communities in America are taking up arms to protect themselves against a far right emboldened by the return of President Trump. ITV saw how one town in the Midwestern state of Ohio is organising its own armed security patrols after losing faith in police. African-American residents in Lincoln Heights were targeted by a neo-Nazi mob just days after Trump's inauguration. But despite the provocation, no arrests were made at the time, heightening their fears. A local pastor said there will be bloodshed unless authorities take action. And we also filmed with a left-wing group undertaking secret arms training so they can be ready for a fight if it comes. And a warning that this report from our US correspondent Robert Moore contains language that you may find upsetting.
Ever since the start of Donald Trump's second term, there have been clear signs of an emboldened far right in America. Various nationalist groups have been marching in Washington, including the Proud Boys, on the very day of the presidential inauguration. It has prompted many to ask how they can best protect themselves if the threat escalates. In Lincoln Heights, a town in Ohio that is overwhelmingly African American, residents have taken independent steps, launching their own security patrols. They have good reason to be alarmed. A single shocking event opened their eyes. For on February the 7th, just days after Trump's inauguration, the modern-day Klan roared into town with deeply offensive behavior and language.
Excuse me, sir, are you proud to be white?
These emboldened neo-Nazis engaged in open race baiting.
America! Go back to the projects!
Stunning a proud black community that was founded by freed slaves. And here is what outraged Lincoln Heights residents. The police did not arrest the white supremacists.
Okay. And we might need an escort. We got a vehicle right over there, a Jeep with a dog in it.
Okay. Can you guys start by taking the bandits down?
Yes, sir.
We'll get that all taken care of, okay?
Yes, sir.
They simply moved them on, courteously.
Go! Get in and go!
The police say they were de-escalating a dangerous situation and their priority was public safety. They're now reviewing what happened and have forwarded the body cam footage onto the local prosecutor.
Sir, they're leaving.
White pride! White power! White pride! White power!
And so, no longer trusting the police, fearing the neo-Nazis will return, these homegrown security patrols have taken control of the streets, even escorting children to school.
If somebody breaks into your home and you call the police and the police says that we're going to let them do it again because they didn't break any laws, then you're going to amp that security up a little bit. That's your right. That's your God-given right to feel safe.
How are we going to defeat this fascism? Because that's what it is.
The local pastor draws a direct link between that neo-Nazi visit and Donald Trump's policies.
I am not optimistic. I believe that there will be bloodshed if this type of language, if this type of rhetoric, if these types of policies coming from the highest levels of this nation is not curtailed. I think that we cannot, as African Americans, we should not be pushed by the broader mainstream white society to take off the table the viability of violence as a political solution.
From Ohio, we traveled 2,000 miles west to remote mountains and forests to track down another group from the left, arming up and readying themselves for the fight of their lives. For out here lies a secretive chapter of the Socialist Rifle Association. Their organization has tens of thousands of members across America. Only a small number have allowed us to film their weapons training. And then only if we guarantee their anonymity.
This is a very dangerous time to not toe the line. It seems to be escalating very quickly right now, for sure. The tone and tenor of this Trump administration is, I think, much more alarming than the first one.
The leader of this chapter says it's about being prepared to protect their community from the forces of far-right hate that Donald Trump has unleashed.
You are not prepared for a fight if you don't train for a fight. And if someone wants to bring a fight to you and you're not prepared, that's a one-sided fight.
If right-wing militias were a feature of Trump's first term, the arming and mobilization of those on the left may be the story of this new era. Robert Moore, ITV News, in the United States.
And you can watch Robert's documentary, Shock and Awe, Trump's Return, tonight at 9 on ITV1, ITVX and STV.